guys, welcome back to another video of Svelto Performance. Today, right in front of me, we are working on the Alfa Romeo GTV commission build motor. We've had a few YouTube short videos that we've pushed out on tuning, running the motor, tuning it. We have finally got a pretty good tune to get started with. Really, it's almost a drivable tune at this point. So I want to go back, show you everything we've done on the motor as a catch-up, and then we're going to fire this thing up for the first time. We made some changes last night to cold start and how high up the idle will be, and then as it drops down as the motor warms up. So we'll go through all that on the ECU tuning software and show all of that. So why don't we get started on just showing you the motor on the engine stand and all the pieces and parts and exactly what we've done. All right, first of all, don't mind the mess. There's a lot of wires and stuff everywhere, but let's start on the motor, what we've done, and go from there. Now I'm gonna list some companies' names that we've bought things from. We in no way got product for free. This is all purchased, so it's not a plug for them, it's just where we bought everything. So let's start with the motor itself, as you can see. So the motor is out of our 2.0 liter GTV, right there. It's a 1972. And so this is a 2 liter, as I said. We've rebuilt the whole motor. We went to Spurl Motorsports, Paul Spurl. Again, we purchased the kit. It's an 11-to-1 compression. It's got larger cams, I think 11 millimeter cams. So I'm going to go off of memory here. 11 millimeter cams. It's got larger valves in it. So we sent the head off. It's kind of hard to tell, but company is Eagle Machine, I think is the name of them. They're in Atlanta, or just a little bit outside of Atlanta. So we've done that. The coils are, since they're showing here, and they're a mess just laying around. These are GM truck coils here. So we'll get new ones, but these are just our test ones. Alfaholics header and exhaust. I got to hook up the muffler before we crank it. We've got, this is out of a Jeep. It's a 150 amp alternator. I created the bracket for it. Alfaholics pulley as well. I created, 3D printed the, let me zoom in for you, 3D printed the timing marker. I don't know if that's what we're going to use, but we might. I don't know. We have compression, or compressor, AC compressor connected. Alfaholic hoses. Buddy Rich with Bradco is the one that built the bracket for me, and we welded it, so he sent it to me. Let's see, what else? We're using the original airbox to the speaker motor, because this is a speaker conversion to fuel injection. And we've got our plate created. We're going to recreate them again, but this is our 2000 Encioni Svelto Performance. It's got our chassis number and then the serial number of the FI system. We've got a gauge here. The gauge won't stay. We just got it here just for viewing purposes only. Let's talk fuel injection while we're here. We've got Gen V throttle bodies, or individual, ITBs, and all their setup. We have GM fuel injectors, if I can think. Those are there. This is the converted intake system. The plates are really hard to see, but they're down there. You can see them there. Those were made by Rich at Bradco as well, and sent those to us, and we had them cut, the file, and we had them cut. Now, we are running sequential fuel injection, not batch. So with that, we have, let me see if I can come over here and show you. We have our crank positioning sensor here, and I made this bracket here, or had this bracket made for me by a buddy of mine, Stacy. And then I 3D printed it, and then I sent it off to get printed in aluminum. So that's there. And then with sequential, we're going to have a cam sensor. So right now we've got one where the original distributor would have gone. So this is basically a cam sensor that at some point we're going to put here in the valve cover itself to hit the cam. We don't know how we're going to do it yet, but that's coming. Again, with that, we went to an air idle control system. And so we've got this 3D printed box that I created. And we got all of our hoses running to the ITBs and to the intake itself up underneath the intake. It's going to be hard to see, and you may not be able to see it. There's a lot of wires and stuff, but it's there. We also got one of the high efficiency starters, much smaller and everything, so that's in there. Again, this is the whole wiring harness, so please forgive me on that. Let's see. Oh, let's go to the fuel tank. So here is the standard brand new fuel tank, but we've got Phytech built in. We got a LiDAR sensor from Holley for fuel level, and then a check valves and filter and all that going all AN filter fittings and hoses for fuel. Come over here on oil. Since this is a bigger alternator, we've got to reroute and have another place for the oil filter itself. So we've got all AN, and this will be mounted somewhere on the car. And I think that is pretty much it. Oh, well, let me talk about sensors. So all the sensors, the water sensor, the oil temp and pressure here, the map or the air sensor in the box, everything is all GM stuff. So my goal was to create this, and my goal for you, if you buy this kit, is that everything we put on the motor, you put on the motor, is going to be easily available or readily available at any parts store. That was the goal. So no matter where you take your car, this motor is built to drive cross country. This motor is going to be high performance, but yet a reliable motor. And I don't want to have to wait and order stuff, you know, from the usual suspects on getting sensors or buying used sensors or whatever the case may be. So that's why we went with all GM, all off-the-shelf parts as much as we can. The ECU, which is down there, don't judge, that is the Max ECU system, and that's the ECU that we're using. All the secret sauce, all the fun stuff is all in our config as well. So, all right, so I think that is it. So let me get things set up, and then we'll get a first crank. As you can see, it's cold. So we had it running last night, but it's cold now. So we're good to go. Again, no oil leaks. We've addressed those. There's some small ones, but all that's been addressed, and it should be good to go. And we've had some long runtime hours on this motor already, and it seems to be running good. And we seem not to have any leaks at all. Knock on wood for me. Well, let me knock on wood, as you can see. Okay, all right, so hang tight. Let me go ahead and get everything set up. We'll get this thing cranked up. You'll see the ECU running. The goal today is to crank it for you to see it. Secondly, the RPMs, the idle speeds and all that up and down as the car is, or the motor is cool and gonna be warming up, and we're should see it start to drop. So that's kind of the goal of this video, and also just to wrap up the video series on the engine build itself and go ahead and start moving towards back in the car. So, all right, let's get started. All right, let's crank her up. I got the muffler on, everything's on. All right, so she's running. I'll move the camera over here. Hopefully you'll be able to see. We'll get it situated. There we go. So, all right, right, so we're running kind of low right now. RPMs are at 630, ramps up to about 650. Let's see here. So there we go. Okay, now the idle's coming up a little bit. It should be coming up sooner than this, so we'll have to play with that a little bit. So it sees that it's cold, and so you can kind of see here. So it should be bringing in air from the air idle control system, which is right over there. You're going to hear a lot of vibrations, but that's just the stand itself. And let me see if I can get some stuff situated. All right. I would like the idle to be up more. It really should be at 30% idle, so it's really not, those numbers aren't working very well, so we're going to have to adjust more. So if we bring in, let's say 40, and go to 40 here, let's see here. Oops, camera's messing up. We'll go back to 30. So yeah, so there'll be some more tuning to do, but as you can see, this motor is running completely smooth. We'll go bring it out. Sorry about that. We got the exhaust connected for right now. Give it a little gas. She's cold, but see how, if you notice in carbs, you would have a stumble or whatever at cold, idle. This one is not. Off idle, no stumble, and then it just brings it right back down again to, we're running around 800-ish, close to 900 RPMs, so not too bad. The tables aren't working well, so I've got to work on that some more, so there may be another video, but we're getting there. We're running open loop now. We're probably going to move over to closed loop at some point. Our temp is at 52 degrees now. We're total fuel trim, idle control duty, ignition. So things are looking pretty good. Let me go to general tuning. Lambda's fine, fuel trim. Our battery voltage is great. It's really just kind of singing. Got to work on the cold start with the controller itself. There, the idle air controller right there. We got to work on that some more, but I think we're running pretty good. We're at 56 degrees here. Idle is settling down, so it's kind of bouncing. So it's still cold, but we are really looking good here. Again, no oil leaks, nothing. And it's just smooth as can be. It just falls right down back on idle from revving her. Just super smooth. I can't even state that too many times. So So yeah, temperature is rising at 60. So things are looking good. So I'm gonna call this a great tune to get started in the car and to kind of road tune it once we're ready at that point. We'll probably play a little bit more with the cold idle starting and stuff. I think will need to be addressed. You also got your AC idle up, your radiator fan idle up, so when the radiator fan comes on, the RPMs will rise a little bit to compensate for the electrical load and everything. So yeah, so I think we're looking super good. So we're gonna let her finish idling to completely warm up. You don't need to watch that, just wanted to show you how smooth this motor is running. All right, let's wrap up this really short video, but again, I've been wanting to show this for quite a while, but wanted to get to the point where it made sense to show you. Again, she sounds great as well. Sounds great. Things are warming up. Everything is looking really good. So yeah, so I think we're at the point now where we're gonna work on the cold idle circuit. It should be raised up a little bit more than that while it's warming up. We'll figure that out. All right guys, so there you have it. Motor is still running. You can probably hear it in the background. I'm super pleased with this. I know we still got to work on the tuning. It should be sitting up around 12 to 1500 RPMs at cold, and then as the motor warms up, it's supposed to be dropping down into the normal idle. We're not seeing that, so I've got just a setting or two off somewhere. Brad and you've seen him in other videos. Brad and I will work on that. He's kind of the tuner guy anyway, so I'll wait for him to get here and we'll work on that. We'll probably do one more short video, YouTube short video on that, showing it working, and then go from there. So I really do appreciate you following me on this build. This car is going to be absolutely amazing once it's done. I'm super excited. So guys, as usual, please like, subscribe, ring the bell. It helps out the algorithm. It helps you not miss any of these videos. And until the next one, God bless.